Hello and welcome to today's episode of More Than Just Task Management, your favorite daily podcast with me, Anna Angelova, business coach and consultant, and Joris Minasvan, my fellow co-host. Hey, Joris. We are
Hey.
live on the Plandor channel in time for the afternoon commute. So, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Anna.
Mm, So, today we are moving. This week, we have been focusing on the necessary systems, the foundational systems for any business, right? And we talked a little bit about components of the business model and the customer engine on Monday and Tuesday. And today we are focusing on marketing. And marketing is where where people find out about us, right? And what we want to share with you today is specifically the difference between social media marketing and digital marketing. And chances are that you do know the difference and what they are. But then, sometimes we all need a little bit of a reminder, a little bit of a refresher of what these things are. So, just in a nutshell, right? Social media marketing is what it sounds, right? It's marketing that we do on social media, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever other social media platforms there are. It is marketing we do there, and it's used for building an audience, building brand awareness, even sales, starting conversations, things like this, right? And with social media marketing, of course, you have the paid version and you also have the organic version. Now, when it comes to digital marketing, it's actually digital marketing, it's in a way the entire digital ecosystem, the marketing you do digitally. And it includes social media marketing. So, social media marketing, in a way, is a subset of digital marketing. And you might be wondering what else is within digital marketing. So, within digital marketing, in addition to social media, of course, you have email marketing, you have SEO, search engine optimization. Now we have the AI optimization, like for those answers that come up, right? So, the SEO game is changing a little bit. How do you rank? Not just rank as a result, direct result in Google, but also how do you rank in the answer for AI, the AI answer, right? Whether it's Gemini or whoever is picking you, right? Then, of course, there are paid ads that, they can be on Google, they can be on other websites. You have your own website, you have content marketing, which again can be on your own website, it can be on other websites, and even things like the lead magnets you offer, right? Different downloadables, your funnels, landing pages, it's all under digital marketing. So one is actually part of the other, right? The social media marketing is part of digital marketing, and it's probably the most well-known part of digital marketing and the one that a lot of business owners focus on. So anything to add, Joris?
No, it's you nailed it. Social marketing is a subset of digital marketing. And it's okay if you're doing social marketing, you're posting, you're engaging your audience, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's actually you're creating a system that converts your leads to customers. And that's what the rest of digital marketing does for you, right? So
Absolutely,
uh,
absolutely. And with
yeah.
the other pitfall, as we're talking about social media marketing, the other pitfall of social media marketing is, first of all, like a lot of people are thinking that, oh, brand awareness, and we should be doing things organically. Uh, Organic doesn't work. Like all these platforms are pay to play ultimately.
Mhm.
And whether it's like reach within a group like a Facebook group or LinkedIn group or reach on your pages, on your profiles, it's really, really low unless you pay. And waiting for something to happen so people suddenly engage. And this is the other thing. Um, I mentioned that I attended the business masterclass with Darren Hardy. Last week. It was last week. And I love the reminder that we as small businesses, as medium-sized businesses, we play a different game. Corporations play a different game from us, right? For corporations, it's all about the stock price. It's all about perceived value that they have. And for them, building brand awareness, like they spend millions and millions and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of millions, not thousands, actually, hundreds of millions of dollars on brand awareness and being in front of us and doing all these kind of things. And they play a different game where, again, stock price is so important and having engagement, having audience matters. But for us, unless this audience actually translates into dollars into our bank accounts, no one cares. Like, you might have 10,000 followers, but if you're not able to make one sale this month, what are these 10,000 followers worth?
Absolutely. And one of the things I find about social media, the audience that uses social media, their attention span is very low. Their attention expires in less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, social is very noisy, very fast, very...
It's unless there's a specific item that you're selling for a very niche, very short market, it's okay. Like you said, it brings brand awareness. You have to have a presence, right? Or if you're not there, then you're not available. Just like you're not having a website. But that's the only problem I find with social media. The attention span of the audience is swipe. And me, myself, I only have Instagram, but I stay on Instagram within 3 seconds. If I don't see the video or if they don't capture me, I'm done. I swipe, I go back, and it's like, so it's good to have the presence, but I wouldn't put all my focus there.
Absolutely. And you mentioned brand awareness. This is another thing that it really made me think, like it really made me think when Darren Hardy mentioned the brand awareness for small businesses, how focusing on brand awareness instead of focusing on actually building the business and getting clients is not the game we want to play, right? Because brand awareness, it takes for us to be aware, like even for bigger brands, right? Like we are bombarded with their messages everywhere all the time, right? In movies, even in series, right? You see those different brands, whether it's the cars, whether it's beer, whether it's other drinks, like whatever it is, we're bombarded, and even sometimes we don't even notice it, right? It's so subconscious the way that they're everywhere. So again, social is part of a well-rounded digital marketing strategy. Yes, social is part of it. And the thing that as small, mid-sized businesses, how much can we do, right? How much resources we can do. So if you really want to focus and have social as part of your marketing strategy, pick one platform. Where are your people? Really the ones that are your ideal buyers. Where are they? Focus on this platform. Forget about the others and really focus and master this platform. But again, as part of a well-rounded digital marketing strategy, where you actually have a way to take people out of social and into your own land, into your own email list, website, your own ecosystem, because this is the other problem with social, that you're playing on someone else's ground. Basically, you're playing on someone else's turf, and when they change, when Google changes the algorithm, suddenly whoever was ranked number 1 is not ranked in top 50 even right now, right? Sometimes these are the huge changes that happen. Facebook changes things. They focus on groups and there is a lot of group engagement, and then suddenly they stop showing group content. Like things change so much, and ultimately, and this is what happened with a lot of small businesses when Facebook made some of the changes where suddenly, instead of all your followers on your page, and this was like probably a decade ago now, which is so weird, talking about a decade ago, but when suddenly, instead of majority of your followers seeing your content, like 1% of your followers sees your content organically, and then for the others to see it, you either need to have something really good where people really engage with this, or you need to pay for this. And again, social media can be part of a well-rounded digital strategy. And when we talk about well-rounded, it's again having a content hub which is in your own land. Whether it's your email, whether it's something that you do on your website, right? Whether it's something you might even do in person, right? Like take people in your own land, have this content hub, and then send it out to social to get people back into your own land, into your own business. Where you nurture the relationship and ultimately you turn your leads and prospects into clients and repeat clients and customers. So really, again, have social, but focus on one channel. Build awareness and build engagement there with the idea that you take people into your own email list, into your own world, because the biggest problem with socials is that it's someone else's rules, it's someone else's platform. When they change the rules, you have nothing to do. And we've all heard that saying, right? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's later in the day, so but yeah, you've all heard this.
I like your idea. Use the like Instagram or social media to direct people to your. Again, it's good to have a website. It's good to have an SEO to bring traffic when people do searches for your specific product or service. But somehow you need to be able to convert those. So it's good also with like you talked about the ecosystem. So it's the presence, it's the bringing the traffic. It's also having a lead magnet that builds your email list. Build magnet that brings the first step paying client.
Yeah.
The small item, usually they say under $100, depending on what your client base is, or under $500 or under $1,000, where it actually gets the people to buy, get into your mailing list, get into your community, if your online community, if you have one, and then from there you can nurture and you can land and expand. So it's, yeah, have the presence, but also part of the ecosystem, make sure you convert them into leads and customers.
Exactly, because for small businesses, I will repeat it again, we play a different game. Mid-sized businesses, it's a different game. Unless this thing translates into a customer, unless this translates into revenue and profits, well, like, why would you care if there is any kind of 100 people liked my post, and how much money did you make out of this? And I know this might be hard to swallow for a lot of us, because, and it might be hard to swallow for you, because it's nice to create content for social, right? And we get into that constant content creation, thinking, this next post will make it, and we go and we engage with other people's content. The reality is that these tactics, they might work to an extent. You really need to step back and think about your marketing and actually get out of the view, even not just digital marketing, right? Expand it into your marketing in general, which includes marketing that's outside of digital, right? So really look into your marketing as a whole ecosystem and evaluate where you are in your business, what stage you are in, and what's the bottleneck. And based on this, you actually start focusing your attention on the activities that ultimately are the easiest to do, the fastest to do, and that bring the highest return on investment, right? And social media is rarely this. Even digital is rarely this when you are starting. Like, for example, when you are starting, the reality is that for most businesses, whether it's services or products, when you start, for most businesses, it all starts with all your own network. with second-degree connections, like your first-degree connections, introducing you to second-degree connections and spreading the word for you. This is the reality. It all starts with warm communities, and then it expands. And it all starts from also very, very niche offers and products. Even Facebook was only for Harvard students. And now there are what, 4 billion people or 3 billion or something like this on Facebook. So if you take anything out of this conversation today, this episode, is that social media is a subset of digital marketing. So social media marketing, it's a subset of digital marketing. As an ecosystem, digital marketing includes your website as well, email, SEO, lead magnets. So you really want to have that path. And the path should be for people to come to you, not the other way around, not build your business on someone else's land. You wouldn't build your house on someone else's land, right? Why do you build your business on social? So
you
really,
become their slave.
Yeah, and
absolutely, you don't want to build that kind of dependency on somebody else's where they can drive the price.
Absolutely, and they're saying one thing. They're saying is that nowadays it's impossible to make money. Like the way that all these platforms charge is for ads is that ultimately you don't make money out of that whatever you're selling. They make sure that based on the conversion and the numbers they track, that ultimately they charge you as much as you earn, and sometimes even more, or a little bit less than what you earn, right? So you're thinking, oh, it makes sense. So anyway, it's part of, again, social is part, digital is part, advertising on these different platforms. It's part of a well-structured marketing strategy. And you really need to see where you are in your business and what makes sense for you. But in general, for most small businesses, for most medium-sized businesses, engaging on social and creating content specifically for social is a waste of time and resources. And you might not want to hear it, which is okay, but this is what it is. And it's up to you to look at your business and see where you are and what's going on. As usual, as we're wrapping up actually the conversation, it's actually been, 17, 18 minutes almost, which is kind of cool. I thought it would be a little bit of a faster conversation and episode today, shorter episode, but there is a lot to say about social media marketing, digital marketing. But if you have other questions, if you need help to really look at your whole strategy and see what makes sense for you and your business, let us know. And this is why we actually have the Thrive 360 business solutions and the accelerator. I'll put a link in the show notes if you want to check it out, if you want to apply to work with us. We would love to help you, not just for social media marketing, digital marketing, and marketing in general, but this is Thrive 360 business solutions, and specifically the Business Clarity Accelerator. It's really an accelerator where within a week, you get to see where your business is at, what's working, what's not working, and you get a path forward to 2xing, 3xing, and even if you want to 10x, like 10xing your business. So I'll put a link if you're curious and want to check it out. We would love to help you. And looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. If you join us on the YouTube channel, the Planter channel, where we actually go live, so you can see our beautiful faces. If not, wherever you're listening to the podcast, remember to subscribe. And we'll be back tomorrow. I don't remember what's the topic for tomorrow. We're with sales, right? So, client acquisition. So, join us tomorrow as we move to client acquisition. Yep, absolutely, it is. Because again, what's the purpose of this marketing thing if you don't actually acquire clients, right?
Yes, absolutely. That's what it's all about at the end. Paying clients.
So we're continuing the conversations, and tomorrow we'll be live in the morning. So see you tomorrow. Thanks, Joris.
See you. Thanks, Anna. Bye.
Bye.